So this is cabin E409 on Royal Princess. It's an obstructed balcony cabin. So this is the cabin. I think it's a standard layout for a balcony cabin. I'll take you just into the bathroom first. So again, standard bathroom. Got some open shelf in there. And then you've got some body lotion and hand wash just by the sink. And there's some shelving underneath, but that is the only storage in this bathroom. And then you have your shower with a shower curtain, which isn't ideal, but I mean the shower looks big enough anyway. And then you've got some body wash and shampoo and conditioner just in there. And if I take you just outside the bathroom, some of the real good things about this cabin, so you've got all this storage space. So plenty of hanging space, a little bit of shelving, and then you've got the floor space just there. And then you've also got this shelving with you've got a safe just there. Not huge, but you'll get a few bits in there. And then some more shelving. And I'll take you back into the bedroom. And you've got your floor length mirror just there. Check yourself out before you go out for dinner. And as I said, this is the main cabin area. One thing I'll say is that we've just come into the cabin, just checked in. We actually thought the bed hadn't been made. Not what we sort of expected. Normally the beds are all pristine and I don't know, looks made. But this is the bedside table. You've got one either side with a little shelf and 2 drawers. So the beds can be set up as twins or as a queen as we've got it. And again, the same this side with the bedside table. And underneath the bed as well, there'd be space that you can store your big cases as well, if you didn't want to store them in the wardrobe area. And then we've got a double sofa just there. And bring you around to this side. So you've got a US plug and a European plug just there. And then you've also got another US plug socket just there. There's actually a kettle in the room, which I was surprised by. Don't normally get one of those. And you've got your hairdryer just in that drawer there. And below you've got your mini fridge. So you're allowed to bring a bottle of wine on per person, so you can keep that in there. And I'll take you out onto the balcony. As this one's actually a larger balcony than standard. It's classed as obstructed. There isn't anything right outside, so there's no lifeboats. But you do have the deck below, which I suppose technically is an obstruction because you can't see all the way down. And then above, you've just got the balcony above. So there's nothing blocking you from the top. But it's a really nice sized balcony. Plenty of space just for the 2 of us. 2 chairs and a small coffee table. And I'll just take you back in to have one last look. And this is it. It looks like it'll be a really comfortable cabin, but we'll let you know. We'll have a couple of nights in and we'll let you know how we feel about it. So we've just spent a week on board Royal Princess in this cabin. It's an obstructed, or technically it's an obstructed balcony cabin. And we just wanted to share our thoughts with you, sort of what we think about it. We'll start with the negatives first, because they're very minor negatives. There's not really anything to complain about. I think for us, and probably partly because this is part of a longer trip, isn't it? We thought that the storage was slightly limited. I mean, the hanging space is fantastic for clothes, so like this long hanging space for dresses as well. So that's ideal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just really in the main part of the cabin. There wasn't any shelving or any separate drawers other than the bedside tables.
Yeah, and for us, again, maybe because it's part of a longer trip where we've got quite a lot of stuff, it'd have been nicer to have a little bit more storage. But as we said, our negatives are really minor negatives. And I think the only other thing we'd probably mention is that the cabin is a little dated. I mean, it's about 13 years old, the ship.
Yep. Yeah.
Or 2013.
Yeah, so 13 years.
Yeah, so both. Yeah, so you know, it is starting to show its age a little bit in the decor, but actually it's been really well maintained, isn't it? And it's been kept in good condition, so not really a complaint, but just, you know, just a comment on that. And we'll end on the positives, because it is more positive than negative. I mean, the main part of this cabin for us was the balcony. We knew it was going to be obstructed, but actually the obstruction was...
It's pretty minimal. It's only the life... Well, no lifeboats, is there? It's only
no.
the deck below, which you can see from the cabin, but otherwise you've got a proper sea view.
Yeah, and to us, if that's the only obstruction, I mean, we can't complain. We're more than happy with that. And the balcony itself, because of the position on the ship, it's a really big balcony, so there's plenty of space, and if you want to be in the sun, you can be in the sun. And there's, because you've got the balconies above, there's a little bit of shade as well, so you've got both options, and as we said, plenty of space to move around on there. And being just the two of us, it was more than enough for what we needed. And I suppose the last thing, and something that is really important to us, the bed was very comfortable. You know, we do like to do different cruises, and, you know, going along the different cruise lines. Would you say this is probably one of the most comfortable?
Yeah, I would say so, yeah. Similar to P&O and Cunard, which we've always found really good as well.
And obviously part of the same sort of brand of companies. But yeah, definitely you'll have a good night's sleep. A good night's sleep in this cabin. So yeah, definitely more positives than negatives. I mean, the cabin is, as we said, clean, well maintained, is a good size, great balcony. What more could you ask for? I mean, having watched our tour, what do you think? Is this a cabin that you think you'd like to stay in? I mean, leave us a note in the comments, just below. Let us know what you think. And if you found our video useful, make sure you do give it a thumbs up, and you can also press the hype button as well, which is really good for small content creators. And if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please feel free to do so. It's completely free to you, doesn't cost you a penny, and it really does mean a lot to us. We do appreciate every single subscriber, so thank you in advance, and thank you for taking the time to watch our video, and we'll see you in the next one.